afternoon, KCT podcast. This is another very beautiful episode of KCT session. This is our first time doing such a thing. We're going on video content. We're happy to introduce this platform, and thank you guys so much for supporting, for being there. So I'm with Sonny. This is our first. We've been having videos, but this is our first sort of a whole clip that we introduce ourselves. So this is Sonny. What's up, boy?
What's up?
And our very special guest from Mauritius, Shravan. We're very happy to have him over. Actually, he's done most of the setup, the configurations, and he's helped us a lot. So Shravan, a little bit about yourself. You live with us in the same accommodation.
Yeah,
but
true.
Yeah, we got to meet through a common interest, and it would be music. So music is Shravan's interest.
My hobby, my passion, my love. Yeah,
exactly.
That's nice. But I'm basically studying mechatronics right now at university, and I'm doing a joint course. So my second course is actually a classical guitar course, and I'm going to get my diploma soon. So there's a lot of work to be done. But you know, since I love music so much, it doesn't feel like I'm working hard.
Exactly.
You know?
If you love what you work for, it's not precious. Like you enjoy it fully. And
yes, definitely.
So just to kickstart it again, you've come here to study, and your background is in music. So how did that spark shine in you? Where did you realize that music is your thing?
How did I start playing music?
Yeah.
I started playing music when I was 5 years old, I think.
5 years?
Yeah, 5 years old. So my dad, he's a great audiophile person. He loves music. He likes everything related to sound, whether it's sound in movies, sound in music, anything related to sound, he loves it, you know? And he used to collect CDs when he was, when I was very young.
Yes.
And he had a room filled with CDs.
Wow.
And exactly at that time, my brother was at school and he had...
So this was during your upbringing, so you
saw
all that happening.
Growing up.
Around 5 years old, right, when you were growing up,
My brother was actually in a band at school, and he used to listen to a lot of Red Hot Chili Peppers. Do you guys know the Red Hot Chili Pepper band? Yeah. And he bought an electric guitar, and he used to play a lot in the house, you know, during the weekends when we were going out, when we were having barbecues in the garden. He used to play a lot. So when you have a dad who's into music and a brother who's into guitar, you just go crazy about it, you know?
That's probably the first thing you try about yourself, because most of my family doing that, so I might as well like try it.
So like I said, I went to see my dad when I was 5 years old, and I said, I want to play the guitar. And I couldn't even speak, you know, but I was saying it like in broken English and whatever. But he said, okay. And I got my first guitar. It was a very cheap guitar, you know. It wasn't like an amazing concert guitar. The guitar was like about this big.
Practical, reasonable one. You start
this big.
Small.
And I went to my first class, and after that I stopped because I didn't want to practice. I didn't like it. It was too hard, and so I just put it in the corner. The problem was every week my dad would ask me, "Are you playing the guitar?" And I would say no. Then he told me, "Pick up the guitar and practice," and he did that every day, every single week, like he was going to check.
So he kept, since if we just observe what's been happening, you were quite small and you didn't quite sort of look at the willpower in yourself.
Yeah, he just needed a push.
I just needed a push.
Maybe you were there. A little bit how important it is for a parent to give that push.
Yeah, your brain is so young at that point of time that you don't know, okay, should I actually do this or not? But when there's someone with you who's supporting you for
it,
might as well go for it.
You also get very discouraged quickly as a kid. You know, when you have something that's hard, you just don't want to keep going in it. But so this is how it started. So when my dad kept forcing me to play the guitar, I started to get good at it, you know. And the first song I was able to play was Jingle Bells, you know.
Jingle Bells, what a song!
What a
classic.
And how old were you at that point of time?
I was 5.5. Yeah, so it took me like a solid 6 months to get it
but
done.
You did it. Five and a half. I don't
you
remember.
made it happen, man.
Yeah, and then
I don't remember myself doing anything at that.
No, I don't.
Then my dad told me, look, he wants me to take it to the next level again. So he brought me to another teacher, and the other teacher, like, he was passionate about music, like really into music.
So this was all back in Mauritius,
back in Mauritius.
Okay.
And that teacher told me, keep playing. So I played until I was 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. And when I was 8, he said, okay, now it's time that you do exams. It's time that you do concerts. but I don't know what a concert is. You know, I'm 8 years old. I mean, I love Hot Wheels and stuff like that. I didn't know what a concert was.
Yeah, so you're still trying to find anything attractive to appeal to your eye, and you're just like roaming around finding yourself.
Yeah, so I just said, you know what, I'm gonna do it. What's gonna happen is gonna happen. So I learned my piece. It was
I'm very sorry but see his mindset, how he grew up with. What's gonna happen is gonna happen. Yeah. So you just went for it. You just went for it.
You know, if you don't try, you're not gonna gain anything. You can't lose if you
don't try. Yeah,
there's nothing to lose at all.
Yeah. And so basically, so I went out on my first concert, and there was a bunch of people, and that's when I knew I really liked music, because when I went and that I wanted to do guitars, because when I went on the stage, there was like 50 people. I know it's not a lot, but to me, when I was 8 years old, 50 people actually staring at you and listening to what you're doing is a lot.
It's massive. At that age, that kind of audience.
People get stage fear and all that at that point of time.
But
to handle
I didn't have it. Yeah. Because I had my guitar on, and I sat down and I said, okay, this is serious, but I like it. That was before I actually played, and when I started to play, I was like, "Yes, that's it." So after my first concert, I was
were confident, right?
I was confident. After that concert, when I was done, there were people coming over and were saying, were asking me, "Yeah, it was very good. Where did you learn how to play? How do you play this?"
This kind of interest, this kind of motivation and push, like blasted in you, and you were like, "This is my thing. I'm gonna do it," and that's it.
And it didn't take much, you know. I'm 8 years old. I just practiced one piece. That is not hard, but it's just the whole context.
Idea.
The dedication, that small dedication, the idea.
Exactly. And at that point of time, you would be grateful that my dad pushed me for this.
And that's something that I think a lot of people can apply in any different sphere.
Field.
You know, if you're doing like engineering and you're not sure, you know, well, I think that in every field, you have a good side. You know,
see, this is
something might interest you in any field of science.
Diversification. It doesn't. You should keep on trying different things and incorporate all those in your context. Doesn't mean that you should specialize in one thing only. One of the things we've been discussing in the previous episodes. But see what you're saying right now from your experience. What a success, right? Yeah. You kept trying different things, and now you're on this way.
Yeah. So you just have to try. You know.
Yeah, you just have to.
You're not gonna lose anything by trying. If you don't like it in the long run, it's okay. You know, my dad, like he told me he pushed me because not because he wanted me to like the guitar, but he wanted me to understand this,
to experience the feeling.
This. And if you like, obviously there's a good side in every field, but if you don't really like it, that's okay. You can stop, but at least you tried. You know, and that's
rather than having a regret that you didn't try, might as well just go for it.
So that's when I was like, yes, I am going to start music. And then fast forward a couple of years after doing my exams in classical guitar. And I picked up the electric guitar.
That was the first time you went on electric guitar.
I mean, it was 5 years ago. That was with my brother. Like he was still like playing a bit, and then he stopped, and I was like, "Let me just try out your guitar," and it felt nice. You know, it felt different to the classical guitar.
That's where you started with the electric guitar.
Yeah.
You moved on, and now at this, let's just fast forward to where you are right now. So what do you do at the moment? How much have you achieved? What are your plans? I believe you also have a band that you play in. You went on competitions. So a little bit about that.
So right now, this amazing past now. Right now, I'm a classical guitar player.
Nice.
That's on that's on paper.
Amazing.
So I'm getting my diploma in 2 years.
Wow.
So that will
crazy.
That will give me the chance to teach, to also play a bit better, and I'll learn more. I'm also the electric guitar player in a jazz society. I left the jazz society though last year because I didn't have time, but I was still the guitar player in it. And right now I'm the drummer in a band called Sweet Yellow. And we had a competition.
We'll have the link of your band or like.
Actually, he showed me the video and it was amazing how you played out.
So KCT peeps can definitely check it out.
Yeah, guys, please check out my band.
So you'll have all the links and the details. On the description.
So basically, I had this. I'm in this band. I've been in this band for a year, and the competition, like you said, it was last week, and we were almost going to end out first, but we lost by 0.5.
Does it? Yeah. If you entered the competition, you were a winner. You're a winner.
Exactly.
You gave your best.
You gave your best. You no regrets. No thought of you could have done better. You know, before the competition, you gave your 120%, and it worked out. And you've gained. What advice would you give to our listeners or the viewers when you compete on things like this and you don't actually win? What's the best takeaway?
Okay, so let's say I came out second. let's say you're not even second, you're not even in the top. You should see this. If you're doing a competition, whether it's in engineering, business or music, any field, right? There is, I see it like this, as long as you're giving yourself as 100%, there's no loss. You know, either you win.
I like that. I really like that.
Either you win, or either you learn. And even in winning, there's more to learn. You know, there's learning everywhere. But when I came out second, I was like, yeah, it's a bummer because I put a lot of effort in it. I worked hard, and I didn't end out.
But look where you are now. You know, the kind of content
but like,
you have.
I didn't finish first, but you know, now that I haven't finished first, I know where I stand. That's something that I learned. I know where I stand. I know what I have to do.
You look through your character, through your skills. Now you value. I mean, you assess yourself better.
Exactly. So, and that's something I love also. I love being sometimes not always first, because obviously even when you give yourself at 100%, if you're not first, it's something that's cool sometimes.
There is very important notation right here, because when you're not first, or when you're losing, or you're not on the top, you begin to find the areas in yourself which are like lacking, they're weak.
Exactly.
So you focus and you begin on improvising or focusing on
where
that.
I went wrong.
Yes. Keep on asking yourself.
That's something that's fun, because like no matter how much you're giving yourself, you're not first, okay, but that gives you more room to know what you have to do to.
And actually, when you
gain
win,
more expertise on that.
Exactly.
And when you win, nobody's perfect. You don't really know what's wrong with you, because technically in that arena you're the best. And it's kind of like illusionary. You don't know what's wrong with you, where you will lack in the future.
Exactly.
So bombers like these will actually push you further to improvise, to specialize more, and there's always good side to everything. So.
Exactly.
Everything,
and you really can't be upset, guys. If anyone is giving themselves at 100%, you should never be disappointed in yourself.
You should just see the good side of everything.
Yeah,
that's
just
the
see the
point.
good side of everything.
I mean, look at it this way, brother. You go to let's put an exam context. You do your 120%. You study for the exam. Do the exam. Leave the room. Forget about it. Full stop. You do your 100% to apply for a job or whatever. Apply it 120%, 100%. Forget about it. Whatever happens is gonna happen. You give your full
Definitely,
efforts.
yeah.
So that's it. That's full stop.
Yeah, I think that's the best mindset to have, because you know, people say, yeah, what if this doesn't happen if I give myself at 100%? What if I give myself at 100% and I don't get the job? Well, like you said, I don't pass the exam.
That's when you start doubting yourself, and that's where you go wrong.
Yeah, you can do it. Yeah, a lot of people do it, but like, if you're not giving yourself at 120%, are you actually
see, you should push yourself. You should always exceed that 100%, right? In order to like achieve something, you should come with your comfort zone, whatever is there.
Coming to that, I think that the issue with it is that people are scared to lose.
That's.
But
a lot comes from the society, the stereotypical thoughts, whatever.
You know, because when you grow up, your parents say, if you pass, it's related to great things, and if you fail or in something, like people look down on you and everything. But you have to learn to get the word losing out of your head. You have to forget that word.
You have to stop giving it significance. It is going to be part of your life. Like every second
there is struggle, but when you start putting losing as a habit,
forget it. Like wash it off your like horizon.
My dad told me something. My mom too. You work hard. Yes, you can lose. It's here, but like at the end of the day, are you actually losing if you gave yourself 100%? Like you're giving yourself 100%, you don't get what you want, but still you did something. You achieved much more.
You gained from the experience and hard work, 100%.
And just to point out here, it is very like, from my experience, it's not that common that I see a lot of parents supporting such hobbies. Like, you know, a stereotypical thinking might be get it like some degree, like a job, but I would like you to speak a little bit more about like how have your parents like approached this. We see a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of inspiration from their side, which I believe you recognize to be very important in your success, right?
Okay.
So how detrimental you think it is for parents to be supportive? 100% support. I'm not saying half supportive, because you can't really support something half. You know, you either support it or not.
No, I think that. So you're talking about parental support.
Yes,
I think that it's super important. Like, okay, I think that when you're a kid, because that's where you get most of your inspiration, your attitude, your perception of things when you're a kid. You know, like if if you're a kid and you give someone a car, give him a car and force him to like learn how a car works, he's gonna end up being most probably a mechanic.
Related to cars, mechanic. Yeah.
So he can change, but like it's gonna influence him. So I think that the influence of a parent or someone important in your life,
like a mentor,
is like very essential. You know, if my dad didn't give me a guitar or didn't tell me you gotta play, I wouldn't play. If my brother wasn't playing with me on a weekend.
And anyways, at that age, you're quite small to do decisions by yourself. Even if you wanted a parent, if a parent didn't support and you had the will, you wouldn't actually get it through because you're still young. You don't have the resources until you grow up and you go alone and you do it by yourself. But let me tell you something. On the long run, parental support has a bigger influence because it creates the image that there is like a group
it's your foundation actually.
It's a foundation.
It creates a foundation.
It's a foundation. So it's very crucial on the long run as well, not just during your upbringing.
No, I totally agree with this.
So this is great. We're talking a lot about your music. That's amazing. You're a great guy and you're giving us so much inspiration. You're a great character. This is something that we're looking for at KCT because enthusiasts like you are the role models for the people that also want to look up to, achieve something or get their nearby goal on the line.
True.
So what is just a little bit of feedback on such kind of content creation and what do you think, Sunny? Can we move forward with this?
Obviously, yes. I mean, people like Shravan come over and give us such inspirational talks. It really boosts us a lot.
So of course,
I try.
So it's all two ways, you know. Like if you guys don't give us any like feedback or comments, or if whether it's useful or not, these things won't keep going. So this is all because of your support. Thank you so much. Thank you for like doing this. And
you're welcome, man.
Some last just word of advice for our listeners
last
for
word
this
of advice
content.
is a small quote. It's a quote of nature, and you should always remember this. This is something that gets me up in the morning and forces me to sleep.
We're very eager. We're about to say.
Just to show how much giving yourself at 100% is important. It comes back to nature. So you have a gazelle, right? Let's say you have a cheetah and a gazelle. The gazelle eats and everything, but when a cheetah runs after him, the gazelle it runs so fast, it sprints and it tries to run away, right? But the cheetah, he doesn't know what
never expected.
He doesn't know what killing a gazelle is. He just sees the gazelle and he's like, it's food, So at the end of the day, if the gazelle runs faster, the gazelle lives, but the cheetah dies. If the gazelle doesn't run fast enough, at the end of the day, the gazelle dies, but the cheetah lives. So this comes back to the thing. At the end of the day, you just have to keep running, keep surviving, keep running. Giving yourself out 100%. Every day you wake up in the morning, you run.
Hustle.
We don't care if you're the gazelle, the cheetah. At the end of the day, you have to run so fast just to
keep on running.
Because life is not gonna wait for you. Life is not going to wait for you to like one day say, okay, I'm going to give you the power to succeed. No,
people keep on sitting and thinking it's going to happen, it's going to happen, it's the time. No, it's not. Get out there, put your work, and it's going to happen with time. Because
there is some amount of luck involved, but hard work is necessary.
Luck is like 10%.
Nobody got there to the top with just luck or minimum effort.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The cheetah and the gazelles who don't run, die.
That is very thoughtful and mindful of you, brother.
So that's the last thing I have to say.
So that's going to be our like slogan of this session. So we'll put it down in the quotes.
Cool.
Thank you very much, KCT peeps, for listening. This video is probably going to end up on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, and also on our Instagram and other platforms. This is great. We love to give the energy with Sunny, and we hope to see Anag in the next upcoming sessions as well. This is great setup. Thank you so much.
Cheers,
one more time. We look forward again to cooperating with you. In the future upcoming competitions, we will make sure that our audience follows up with your success and your progress in life.
Nice.
Thank you so much for coming here, taking the invitation, Sunny. This is great. We love it. We love the energy, the power, and we'll probably see you next time.
All right, cheers.
See you, KCT. See you next time.
Keep hustling. Cheers.
Keep hustling.